Hi guys, it's Michelle, Movement Lesson. Listen, development is a requirement, not an option. Let's go through those stages because I really want to make it perfectly clear. I expect your child to develop. I'm not waiting to see if your child will develop. I'm not wondering, oh, they can miss how much? How much do you want to miss in their development? And they should still be fine. That I don't understand that concept. That's like buying a car with three wheels. Or waiting to see that somehow a fourth wheel is going to show up like via Amazon. We need development. We need movement. Your child needs development. Your child needs movement. I get it. You can sit on the couch all day long and learn and assimilate and so forth, but you have gone through processes. And honestly, I don't want you sitting on the couch all day, except for Christina, because she's just looking at my stuff all day long. And I don't know where she's doing it. I hope once in a while it's on the beach. So when you have development is a requirement. You should be able to just go on the phone and sit here and your kid just develops. You know what I mean? But for over a third of our children, that's not happening. You know, the numbers for autism, the numbers for cerebral palsy, we are in the 21st century. Why are the people kids having birth trauma? I don't understand that. Do we not know how to have babies? And this is why I do all these things. I'm not here to upset you. There's a difference between upsetting you and educating you, right? I don't find it acceptable to let your child just not develop. I don't think it's acceptable. You have no idea walking into my bathroom and my 3-year-old is laying there, and I hope I don't sit there and cry, and he's just laying there and literally like just urinating on himself because he can't move, he can't walk, he can't, you know what I mean? He's just done, you know what I mean? And that's basically all the effort he can is just to dump a system. And I'm not saying little boys don't pee and those kind of things, but I'm telling you, it wasn't that type of situation. It's failure of his system and failure of me as a mom not being able to do anything for him other than, you know, get mad at myself because I thought I was getting him ready for a bath and the diapers and so forth. But, you know, to get him from that, and I'm not talking he's lying on the floor. Do you understand what a wet bag of dog food is and trying to pick them up? That's what you're trying to do when you're picking up a hypotonic kid that's like 3.5, 4, that just doesn't even know to get up, right? So, and when you've once had a child that was walking and talking to this, let me tell you what you know what I mean? Like, it just rips you, for lack of a better. But when I'm seeing babies after babies, and if you guys are on watching my videos, you see what I go through. Like, you know, like right now I've got clients now, I'm on the table for the rest of the day, but I go through these videos, I look at them, I try and answer them like you're the first person that you've heard from is me. Yes, they're free, they're quick, they're simple, you know, no offense if you want, you know, me to be going through step by step, you know, that's what a Zoom consultation is for. I feel that if I'm going to help you and for free, I want that other person to go, oh, that's what my kid does. Oh, okay, this makes sense to me. For that light bulb to go up, sometimes you have to go away from your own child or your own situation, see it in someone else's eyes, right? It's sort of like being with a really bad boyfriend for a long time. You just get used to the situation until your friend comes up to you and like, why did you just let that happen? Or something to that effect. It sort of snaps you out of it. Development is a requirement. Not all babies do differently. They do if they're special needs. Okay, just switch that conversation. If anybody's telling you, especially when they're not evaluating your child, that this is, oh, that, you know, they'll be fine. To me, looking back, that was like a train wreck, watching a train wreck in slow motion. What I could have done for my kiddo, I don't want you to go through this. I don't want you on YouTube ranting and raving, going through what I've gone through. That's the whole point. I'm doing this as your friend, your mother, your grandmother, all those kind of things. It's not right. This is what we do for our neighbors. This is what we do for, you know, like I'm your cup of sugar, right? But I'm not sugarcoating it. I really want to stress that if your child's not developing, something is going on, right? If you're concerned, something is going on. If you're worried, something is going on. If you could care less what your kid's doing, they're doing everything okay. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be behind them standing to make sure they don't fall. You're like, oh, don't play with the socket, you know, those kind of things. You know, that's a parenting I had. How we made it to 20, I have no idea. You know, it was like, bye, Mom, I'll see you. Now it's stranger danger, and where are you, and location mapping, and all that sort of stuff. I'm not saying things didn't happen, but I'm just saying, you know, growing up in Jersey and New York, I mean, I was on a bus to the city, you know, taking Parsons School of Design. I think I was 16. Looking back, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it for my own kid. So please, guys, please, please. Development is necessary. When your child's not developing, I'm sorry, you're going to have to get involved, because if not, then I get involved. And then the other doctor gets involved. You start having involved people in your life. That's what going to therapy is, to doctor's appointments and all this sort of stuff. I'm not saying it's unavoidable, but at the same time you should hit the ground running right from the, I've got the warning charts. I've got all this. I've got the newborn movement assessment. And like I've said it before, I don't care if you do movement lesson or not. But your child needs to develop. I don't watch other stuff that says don't worry about it, or this type of thing is acceptable, especially when they're giving a random example of what development is without the goods. How much table time do they have? How much do they do? What's their success stories? What's their, do they have clinic sessions, or are they just, I'm sorry, where are they coming from? And I saw it. Guys, I'm watching presentations at Oxford University, and I'm sitting there. Well, we observed 40 kids with autism, and then we changed the toys on them, and we found that they had 30% less flapping. So if we do these kind of things and I'm going, do they even touch a kid with autism? Have they touched a child that doesn't have autism? Have they worked with the child? What do you mean you've observed? From what, a two-way mirror? And you're giving a paper on this? Like, no, I'm just as feisty with the professionals as I am with the parents. So please, guys, development is a requirement. I want your child to develop, and please, if you're not sure, post your video, get the evaluation. That's what you get from here. Thanks.